Ladies and gentlemen, Keiki here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is up about 0.1% there. On this, Nasdaq pretty much flat. Semiconductor same. Dow green, actually red, 0.16%. Russell 2000 up 2%. Actually transport up 4%. Banks up a little bit. Energy made a move. Biotech is flat there, along with the healthcare. Home builders up. Utilities up. Retail continues to make a down move. Last couple days, emerging market down, up 0.7% there. Bitcoin flat. Gold, silver, miners made a move today. Notably, miners up 3.2%. Looks like dollar down, oil down, treasury bond up a little bit, and VIX is down there. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider, 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed yesterday, and this is where we opened up, and it looks like we slightly grinded lower, found support in that vicinity at 442. And it looks like on the 5th hour you can see that we made that move, and then we continued on the last hour. A little bit of tail there, but if you guys remember what I talked about on the yesterday's analysis, that should there be any kind of decline, any kind of fade going into this morning, bulls needed to protect at least 40 to 50% of the up gap that was opened up. So you can see this was opened up yesterday. About 15% of them was filled earlier session today. But bulls did a good job by protecting it right here on that 5th hour and pushing it back up. And keep in mind, we did make slight higher high there. So looking at things in a micro-term perspective, that can be categorized on higher low. So we got these higher low, higher highs working here. So what can we expect going into tomorrow, right? So as I zoom out here, what I can also do, I can actually move this up here and kind of put it right about here. So I'm going to look at 445 as micro-term horizontal support, right? You can see that's a prior support, and then prior resistance right here all day long yesterday. And we were, even on the 5th hour, you can see that how bears are making sure you don't cross that line, but bulls managed to cross above it on the last 6 hours. So I think the micro-term perspective, if we can stay above 445.85, 445.50-ish, let's give some wiggle room for tomorrow early morning session. If we can do that, I think there's a good chance bulls going to want to go up here and retest this short-term moving average right here, right? Short-term moving average does have impressive resume. Why? Acted as support, another support, and then resistance there. And then now it's kind of curling back down. Oh, I have to say a little bit more neutral zone here. So what the bulls need to do, reclaim this short-term moving average and tame that moving average to support the buyers. Because last time it was actually no longer supporting the buyers. My midterm moving average just above that as well. So 449, 453, both of these levels going to act as resistance, right? Going into tomorrow, should there be an up move? Should there be that follow through, right? So now that this gap has been protected, it was a dangerous situation today, right? It was a dangerous situation, especially with the FOMC happening. Bulls desperately needed to protect this up gap because they remember what happened here, right? That up gap was quickly filled. And when that happened, bears brought it down heavily for days. And so what we talked about yesterday was that this gap is a level where bulls must protect. Because if bears do this one more time, bulls are not going to recover from it for the entire month of February. And by just protecting this gap with today's move, I think this week things are looking little bit better going into tomorrow. But again, the challenge is these moving averages. Should there be any kind of shenanigan tomorrow, some kind of gap down or something like that? I'm still gonna give you 442 and 440 do defend. Let's give it some wiggle room here. 442, 440. Just in case we're still in overall bearish sentiment. I'm talking short term and the midterm as we see these moving average declining. So shenanigans can happen. So let's say all of a sudden out of nowhere, we see straight tankage on the first hour, some kind of a gap down. Bulls must protect 442, even 440, at least keep half or 40% of that up gap. And that's the only way to survive for the buyers. If bulls can survive this week, and protect this gap at the same time, there's a good chance bulls are going to bring it up pretty soon. They'll even go up and test this down gap right here. Let's check out that oscillator and see if we can extract any more information. So you can see oscillator did kind of flatten out a little bit. Let's zoom in here and see what it looks like. So yes, it hasn't crossed down yet, right? We're just kind of flattening out a little bit. Sometimes it can happen before pushing it right back up. So that's actually not bad because bulls didn't use all of its energy. You see right here, we're not overbought. So with today's move, just because we saw that little bit of downturn the first 4 hours of trading session earlier today, and then we saw that bullish move, bulls were able to conserve and reserve that energy, right? So we have little bit of room right here. That means bulls can push another day to push that oscillator all the way to the top of a ceiling there. And in that journey, the price could potentially get to 450 or so to retest that short-term and the midterm moving averages. If bulls want to advance, bulls want to go to the next level, if bulls want to start strategizing to filling that gap at 465, going after the new all-time high level, 450, 452, those moving averages must be reclaimed. And let's see how the market plays out. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and good luck trading tomorrow.